Hey, welcome back. I don't actually remember what cutscene comes up next and how close I am to it. Whoa, almost fell. I mentioned yesterday the throat bubble thing. I could try to talk about that if there's no cutscene. I've talked about it a little bit before. It might just be an everybody thing, but it feels like for me, especially when I'm doing this and when I'm talking a lot, I get these throat bubbly things. And I'm really self-conscious about them, especially here. So whenever it happens, I try to say, oh, sorry, that was weird, or something. And the reason why I do that is because when I was in school at Rutgers, I had this class where we had assigned seats, I think, because I sat next to this guy every day. And I remember he would just constantly beat. So when I don't know, when I say I don't know if throat bubbles are if this is the right term, but it's like when you kind of burp but you don't like belch. It just kind of like sticks in your throat. I try to be funny about it before and say like, oh, when I talk, it's my body rejecting my words. Like, why are you talking this much? That's kind of true, maybe. And maybe it is kind of like an anxiety thing. I don't know. But I don't really feel anxious when I do this, so it doesn't make much sense. I thought before it was because I was drinking soda, but I'm not drinking soda anymore. I'm drinking coffee, which isn't carbonated, so. I sat next to this guy, and I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad about him, but he was just kind of, I don't know. He's like, the only word I could think of was kind of like schlubby. He was just kind of like disheveled, and like he had his papers shoved into his backpack, and he was just constantly talking to people. So I knew so much about his life, even though I never talked to him, obviously. I don't know who he was even talking to. I remember him talking about he was always talking about my girlfriend did this, and I'm gonna go see my girlfriend today. Like, you're talking about her a lot. Are we sure she exists? Yeah, she goes to a different school, but and I remember. This is another thing about me, that I judge people a lot. I remember judging him. He would constantly have these throat bubble things. Like, he wasn't burping, but I could hear it because it was like the thing. I never use this stuff. I don't know. I'm doing fine. I'm at my pills. So now whenever I hear myself do it, I judge myself the same way I judge that guy. I don't know. I guess what was I judging about him? Just like, it's like gross or something. He's like, well, I associated him with these because he was like messy. I remember he had like this shirt with like the neck all stretched out, and just like this brown t-shirt every day. I don't know. I don't think he smelled.
Okay.
Oh. Uh-oh. 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 It kind of looked like this guy. There's another guy. Okay. Wait, I want to kill that guy in there.
She's running!
Get him. Ooh. I dodged it. Okay, what do I do with this guy? I forget. Do I just shoot a shotgun at him, maybe? Okay, he took it. I that guy just took a shotgun blast to the chest, and he's fine. I got knocked back from the recoil, and he took the... Oh god, I remember this. Ready for this. Oh. Is there anybody else? There's a thing that can happen. When I played this the first time, something weird happened where you knock this guy down, and then Ellie has this cutscene where she's dragging the hammer, and she's like, well, the guy is on the ground. He's like, no, 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 and she's just like, starts beating him. But it didn't happen this time. I think it just happens randomly with bad guys. That's weird. I don't know. I can feel it. I can feel a throat bubble coming. God, it's so frustrating. Just let me talk. Because if I keep talking when it comes up, it's gonna burp out of my mouth, so I have to stop talking. Okay, that's enough for the throat bubble note. Well, that is kind of interesting that I was judging this person, and then once I saw myself doing it, I was worried. Well, I was just judging myself and being like, you're a schlub, you're a gross monster, like that guy was. And I remember him talking a lot because I would think, calm down, just be cool, man. Don't talk so much. Be cool like me. I'm the coolest. Because I never talk to anybody. That's what I used to think, I think. Cool people don't talk, so I need to stop talking. I don't know. Hey man, if you want to be as cool as me, you gotta stop talking. Just never talk about anything, ever. That's cool.
Let's try this.
I somehow was the only person who was quiet, but it was like somehow not cool about it. I wasn't cool about it. Just because I was nervous all the time. It's like, oh, you're not quiet because you're cool, you're just scared. You're like a mouse. Being a mouse isn't cool. So much stuff. Stop giving me all this stuff. Beep 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 boop 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 boop. Oh, I wanted to say this stupid thing. I thought of this analogy for the. I was gonna say this yesterday with the virus stuff. I was gonna make a tweet about it, and I don't know. I don't want to be one of these people who tweets about topical stuff and takes a position and tries to be cool. I guess I associate that with like right-wing people, but everybody does it because they want to be the cool guy who has the cool line, who says something different, and that, I don't know. I guess you'll understand more what I'm saying when I say this, because this is like one of these things you would say, even though it's not as good. It wouldn't get. It's not as brief as it needs to be like a punchy thing that you could all like and retweet. Wait, what did I just get? This? Or no? Should I do this? I do like those. Beep 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 boop 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 boop. I guess I was thinking about the economy and the virus. It does feel like, I mean, I do agree with myself here. It does feel like the economy's doing good. The virus is getting a little bit worse, but it's doing bad, and the economy, the economy, well, the stocks, I guess, haven't caught up to the economy yet, and it makes sense because the Fed is introducing this paper money. It does feel a little bit like, and I guess I was thinking about this, and there might be a cutscene after this, so I'll just say this real quick after I jump over this thing. I guess I was thinking about this in relation to the vaccine that we're trying to make. It feels like the vaccine would obviously help almost reduce everything about the virus, and it would solve most of our problems. But we don't know when we're going to get this virus, probably next year sometime. So this virus is like, we're like building this bridge from pre-coronavirus to post-coronavirus. In a way, we're still always going to have the virus, but in a good way where we can continue the economy. Let's just walk over this. Is it going to be a cutscene? No. Okay.
Better still be there, Nora.
But it feels like we're building the bridge while we're on the train and we're going towards the cliff. That's what, like, keeping the economy going and telling people, well, you don't have to wear masks and we don't have to test, or I don't know. The president's saying that, but nobody else is really saying that. But we're just kind of we want to do business as usual. If we keep doing it, it's like, I don't know. If we build the bridge, we'll make it fine, but what if for some reason the vaccine gets delayed another year and people keep getting the virus, then it's like, we're not going to make it, and then train's going to go off the cliff. I was trying to think about how to put that into a tweet, and people would be like, oh, you're such a liberal, prophet? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to I don't really want to take a side on Twitter. Not because I don't want to be like both sidesy, but I just don't want to be part of this dumb conversation where people are like, oh, this thing, and other people are like, oh, this thing, and it doesn't really. You're not getting anywhere. The people who agree with you will agree with you, and the people who disagree with you will disagree with you. It'll just make you feel better about yourself, like, oh, look at how many people agree with me. But it doesn't really change anything. It doesn't change people's opinions to just blurt out crap on Twitter. Oh, there's a code. For something. Hopefully I remember. Oh, maybe it's in here. Yep, that's gotta be it, right? Oh, I just did the right thing. I don't know. I don't mind that I do it, but I don't like that I do it so much, so I'll try not to do it that much. Needless to say, I don't have any things. I'm not getting any scrap metal. Uh-oh. What was the code? 55, 38, 55, 23. I guess tomorrow I'll talk about, what was it, 23? I talked to this career coach person on yesterday. My dad had brought it up before, and I got to a point on Sunday where I just thought, I was looking at jobs on Indeed.com and just getting depressed again and thinking, I don't know what to do. I'm never going to find a job I like. And I just thought, my dad mentioned this career coach person, but he never said anything else, so I'm just going to text him, like, give me this guy's number. And I did, and I talked to him yesterday. And it went well. So I'll talk about that tomorrow. Maybe there's a cutscene coming up. This is longer than I remember it. I thought there was a cutscene. Let's go swimming. Ellie, she's a good swimmer now. Look, she can swim. Oh, I need to get that boat. I wanted to talk a little bit about Twitter. I had a tiny note about Twitter. The thing, I don't know if this is just a me thing, like a me versus everybody else thing, or if this is just a Twitter specific thing. Like Twitter breeds this kind of, or it rewards this kind of personality. And these kind of interactions or these kind of tweets that people have. And it's probably just a function of how the internet works. The obvious thing is, I'm not a very sincere person in my nature. It seems weird because I'm being sincere here, but it's not in my nature to be sincere. Okay, this is actually important coming up, I think. Oh yes, this is very important.
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
Easy. Easy.
Do you know a girl named Nora?
Sure, yeah.
Where is she?
In the hospital.
Where in the hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Ooh.
Stop.
Okay, no spoilies, but that person kind of comes back later, and we're close to. I didn't know if we were gonna get to my favorite part of the game, but I think we are. There's a cutscene coming up that's like my favorite cutscene. I think. I don't remember how far away we are from it. No, I think we're pretty far. But this next part of the game is interesting, and it's. So maybe tomorrow I won't really talk about the career guy. Uh-oh. I think the guy below me is playing music loud again. You probably can't hear it.
Upstairs.
I guess I did want to try to get this note up about Twitter.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
I've always had this problem, and I still do. It's hard for me to be sincere. For someone to say something like, on Twitter, they'll say something like, oh, I did this thing. And for me to say, good job. You're good. Good. And to just be, not make a joke about it, not to be sarcastic. Just to actually say, oh, that's a good thing that you did. Good for you. It's really hard for me, and I still can't really do it. Yikes. But people on Twitter do that all the time, and I notice that not a lot of people are really being sarcastic and are making jokes. I think it's hard to make jokes on Twitter because if people don't really know you, and you make a dumb sarcastic joke, they have no reason to know it's sarcastic. They'll just think you're being sincere because everybody on Twitter is being sincere. And that's why, I don't know, these people are better than me, and they're good, but you see these people on Twitter, and they're just constantly, I don't want to say it's bland, because it's good, that they're being nice, but it's just, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around why you would just post stuff online and say, just like nothing, like, this is what I did today, and And then when you reply to somebody else's tweet, you say, oh, that's kind of cool that you like that game. I like that game too. That's good. That's what a human does. That's what a human being's supposed to do. But I can't do that. Maybe I'm trying. I'm trying to. I just heard it beeping outside and it gave me a mini panic attack. Because my computer's been doing that thing where it beeps because the fan is broken. And it's the loudest freaking beep you'll ever hear in your entire life. It's so loud. I had it in my bedroom. I had my computer in my bedroom with the door closed and the air running on and my headphones on while I was watching TV. I had the computer in my bedroom and I was in the living room. And I could still hear it. It was actually like I can hear it like loud. It's why, Dell? Why did you do that? Why do you have to give me a panic attack? Okay. Yeah, tomorrow I'll go through this and I could probably talk about that career guy that I talked to. So anything else about people on Twitter? I wanted to really make it clear that that's a good thing. People are so nice on Twitter, and I have this weird reaction to like be, what's the word? To just reject that, or I don't know, because I guess because I'm not a sincere person, when I see other people being sincere and just nice, I think they're faking. I think, why? Because what could they be getting out of that? I don't know. I guess that's what it is. Like, I think they're faking. Why would they be faking? Because they want people to like them. But I want people to like me. But I don't do that because I'm worried that other people will think that I'm faking if I do it. So then they really won't like me. And they'll say, maybe I'll say something like, oh, this is really cool what you're doing. Like, good job. And I like this game too. And then the other person will say something like, oh, thanks for saying that. But I know that deep down, they're judging me because I said nothing. I didn't say anything interesting or funny. So what else are they going to say to someone else being positive to them, right? They have to be positive back. Otherwise, they're like this weird sociopathic bully who just doesn't care about people. It's like someone's nice to you and you just reject it. Like, you're stupid. You're not funny. Nobody would ever do that. So I think, oh, they must be being nice on the surface, but deep down they're judging me and thinking, this guy's dumb. He's lame. He's not interesting. He's not funny. I don't know. I'm psychotic. I think I'm actually. My brain is broken. I knew that. I can't be sincere. So I'm just this weird alien person who doesn't know how to interact with people because he wants to be interesting all the time. What? I don't know. My head hurts. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. And bye.